All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. Something happened to my computer, basically saying that I had no memory, so I had to get rid of some stuff so I could finish up this video with you guys. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, the water being 28 degrees. What happens is your body can go into cardiac arrest, in which your body's in shock and your heart basically can't take it, and it just shuts down. The other thing that could happen is hypothermia. Okay, because of the coldness of the water, your body will shut down because it's so stinking cold. Or other bodily reactions to the freezing water, which, like I said, shock is one of the number one things that can happen, you know. And like if you have breathing issues, you probably will have trouble breathing because it's so cold that you can't, you know, get that full breath of air, things like that. How long does it take to catch hypothermia and cardiac arrest in that type of water? About 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how your body is. Now, one of the things that is a big myth and legend is this baker named Charles Yolen. Johan? Did I say it right? He was one of the 12, well, actually 13 people who were saved from the water. He actually survived. Now, the myth about him is that he was drinking alcohol and that's what saved him. Here's the truth: when you drink alcohol, it thins out your blood. And when your blood is thinner, you tend to get colder because, again, your blood is not carrying the heat as much. It may feel like, hey, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling this warmth in my body, things like that. But in reality, if you were in that water while really drunk, which again, your blood thins, you would catch hypothermia quicker. Did he have some drinks? Yeah, because what happened was he was like, well, this is it. We're going down. So he started drinking. But then he kind of snapped out of it and goes like, oh, I want to live. So he was the last person on the boat. If you watch the movie, if you look on the right hand side, when you see that guy Jack and the girl go into the water, you see him standing up because that's what he did. He stood up and he basically said, right when the boat was about to get into the water, he just like took a step like if he was going up a stairs. And he was the last person on the boat when the water went in, or when the boat went into the water. So he, you know, again, 15 to 30 minutes, he could have been at 30 minutes. That would explain why he was able to get out of the water and not be in cardiac arrest or have hypothermia. But it's not the alcohol because, again, he was the last one on the boat. Okay. Of all the people who passed away, there were 1,503 of them. And the next day, all the ships that were said, hey, sent messages saying, we'll be there in a couple hours, things like that. They showed up and they were basically told, hey, pick up these bodies. And again, 1,503 of them were picked up. Now, here's your next question. Do you think there could have been any way to prevent the Titanic from sinking? If so, how? You know, and if not, explain to me why not. You know, because again, remember the ship was titled the unsinkable ship. People said, oh, not even God can take down this ship. Do you think maybe that they're testing the fate? You know, it's kind of like if you watch a sport event and you see this announcer say, hey, this field goal kicker has never missed a field goal in, 5 years. He'll make this. And then they miss it. They're tempting the fate there. So what do you think? Could there have been anything to prevent it? Or it's like, no, it was destined to go down? You know, what do you think? So pause the video, write your response because we're moving on in 3, 2, 1. All right. So now, like I said at the very beginning of the first video, um, what you're going to do is you look at the back page, it says Einstein's notes. What you're going to do is go on to any YouTube um, video about Albert Einstein, any documentary about his life. Um, but it has to be at least 45 minutes. Because if you watch one that's only 5 minutes, you need to take down 10 notes. And chances are in 5 minutes, they're not going to give you 10 notes. Besides like, oh, he was born here. His mom was named this. Okay, well, let's get more into it than that. Okay. What I would suggest is go to YouTube, type in Albert Einstein documentary history channel. And there's that one's really, really good. You can actually like skip through and hear different parts. And they really, really break down his life very well, explain his scientific theories very well. That would be my suggestion for you. Watch that video. It's actually a really, really good one. Okay. So, um, once you've done that, that's it for the lesson. You guys, hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. Hopefully you learned something new about Einstein as well. Okay. So, uh, once you're done with this video, get that Albert Einstein video and 10 notes. Okay. You guys, you take care, you be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Okay.